I mean, I want to see my kids show, but I do not like this kind of weather.
This is crazy.
It's stupid.
So first obstacle of the day, we're still on our driveway. We're hoping we can get out of here, huh, Houston?
Yeah.
We may have to call us an Uber. Think an Uber will come get us?
No.
Well, what's up, guys? This is Daniel from Family Homestead, and it's cold. It's like about 20 degrees outside, and I know some of you far northern people are going to be very confused by what I'm about to say. It did not snow. We have no snow on the ground. This is nothing but ice pellets, sleet. Kind of looks like it rained, Dippin' Dots. So it's going to be a long day out here first thing in the morning, feeding everybody, make sure everybody's got water. Everybody's doing good right now. A little cold. The cattle have a lot of ice on their back, but it's a big day. Steve and Freedom are munching. Cows are all frozen. They're built for this though. This does not bother these cattle one bit. Like, Joe's covered. You can see Pepper the pig sleeps inside. Isaac sleeps inside. I've already fed everybody up there, but yeah, it's going to be a miserable couple days for us. And when I say it did not snow, I mean, like, I don't know if it can really catch this on video. It looks like ice beads. Nothing but sleet. So that means it's the perfect day to stay home, build a big fire in the fireplace in the house, cook a pot of chili or soup, and not go anywhere and not do anything because it's way too dangerous to be on the roads. Except today is the Junior Livestock Show, and they're not canceling the event. Like, trailers hooked up, pickup trucks warming up, but the show heifers are not here. Houston and I spent several hours out here yesterday. Emily had to go to a basketball event for Katie, so we took care of Emily's heifer. But yeah, we took the heifers up last night. It wasn't raining. It was like 55 degrees. It was nice. Well, overnight the storm came in. We actually changed the dates. I say we. I had no influence on that at all. They changed the dates. It was supposed to be tomorrow, which is going to be worse. So they bumped it up a day. There, all the animals are in here eating. There's Rufus. So they bumped it up a day to try to avoid some of the weather. So now our animals are 15 miles from us. The show's going on, and trying to get all the chores done so we can get there today. It's going to take us, I would say it's probably going to take us 45 minutes to an hour to get to town, where it normally would take about 15 minutes. So it's going to be a long journey, but come along for the ride. It's show day. Little baby goats are in here doing good. Man, they're growing fast. I pulled a feed trough up under the barn and fed everybody really well. Gave them a little extra grain today. They've got water. They've got hay. They've got bear, because bear cures all problems, unless you're a duck. And, well, we're not going to talk about that. So, tell you what I am going to do, though. I am going to unhook my stock trailer. I was going to tow the trailer to town because the show is just one day. Today's Wednesday. Then the premium sale is Saturday, so the heifers will have to be back up there on Saturday. So I was going to bring them home because I don't want to leave them tied up in the show barn for that long. But I do not feel safe at all towing this thing down the road on a solid sheet of ice. I could probably get there. I'm not worried about getting there. It's the trip home with two heifers in the back. In our driveway alone, the big steep hill coming down into the creek seems like a recipe for disaster. So I did what every good farmer does. I called a friend for help. And some friends of ours, their kids show cattle too. They live 1 mile from the livestock show barn. So what we're going to do, we're going to get there today. We're going to have the show. And then after it's over, win, lose, or draw, we're going to load the heifers up and drive them a mile to their farm. They've got a good barn to put them in. We'll take feed and everything, so they'll be good there for a couple days until we can get all this mess cleared up, because this is just a mess. Sleet and freezing rain, 100 times worse than snow on the roads. Well, loaded up. Mom's so excited. This is exactly what you wanted to do today, right?
I mean, I want to see my kids' show, but I do not like this kind of weather.
This is crazy.
It's stupid.
So first obstacle of the day, we're still on our driveway. We're hoping we can get out of here, huh, Houston?
Yeah.
We may have to call us an Uber. Think an Uber will come get us?
No.
Well, the creek's pretty when it's like this. All right, wish us luck. Four-wheel drive works.
It did.
Comes in handy.
Yep.
Sure glad we weren't trying to tow that trailer up the hill, though.
Yeah, that would have sucked.
Gonna run into the gate. We're gonna let our heifers eat and drink, and then we're gonna bring them in, okay? Well, it's gonna be interesting. We kept all the cattle out here last night, but we got to get them in the barn, so we're gonna feed and water. They've been out here all night. They're used to it. They were out of the elements. Had a lot of shavings to bed down on. So a few other cows are still out here. Some of them are inside. Let them have some breakfast and some water, and we'll get on the move. There's a lot of ice. There's a lot of ice on the ground.
Whoa.
Thanks. Did excellent.
With the spot in third place, we have Kinley Rogers. Second place in reserve. One across.
Definitely challenging. Nobody really wanted to cooperate or be out here. So, just rating angles, the skeleton, and the one step that they did take. I just think that the better cow is the red heifer, right? She's big-bodied, and she's got the right kind of just set to her hind leg, to her correct, and to the angle to her hock, and how she hits the surface. She doesn't set the world on fire in terms of just look up ahead of her shoulder. I want to make her neater in terms of just her head relative to just her body. But I think that that's just the better cow prospect in terms of long-term and how she's built. The sounder, neater show heifer, I guess, would be in 2. She's fresher and she's neater in terms of her head shape and the base of her chest. Certainly just stouter in the way that she is assembled from behind. I like the turn to her upper rib. It's her lower joints I've got to see change. She was shallow and short about her heel, and that's what's caused caused her to work up in terms of her rear pasture, and I want to see that one just more comfortable in terms of her stride at the surface.
Class 2 AOB in second place is Houston Orange.
Three nice AOB heifers to come back here for champion AOB, and again, keeping the basics, right? We had to adjust every once in a while for different classes and different scenarios, but sound, good-bodied, functional cattle is what I'm into, and then we'll go ahead and we'll sort the extras from there. And I think all three of them represent that. I just think there's one that's probably in a different league in terms of just foot size, extra power, and how she puts everything together. Young man out of the last class is going to go ahead and be your champion.
Breed champion is Connor Moore Davis, FFA. Up next will be for reserve breed champion.
We dropped that second place out, and I talked to her in class, obviously. I love her hind legs still. I like the shape to her feet. I like just how soft she is at the surface and the depth she has to her heel.
She's like in her own way. We're gonna turn everybody loose.
Well, I guess we've kind of come full circle today. The livestock show did not go as planned. Pepper thinks it's time to eat again. I already fed you today, Pepper. You're just fine. You ever? I don't know. That's just admitting defeat, but you ever have one of those things where you go, "We're probably not good at that." Well, today proved we are not experts in showing cattle. We do our best. We do what we can. This year has been a little bit different than last year. Having Weston, Katie, and Emily all playing basketball, so 2 college basketball seasons plus Emily's junior high basketball season, I can promise you we weren't able to devote as much time towards the show cattle as what I hoped. And it kind of showed today. A lot of things went wrong. Our 2 heifers did not want to cooperate, but it was just all kind of a jumbled mess. And the conditions were terrible. But both kids went in the ring. They told me ahead of time they're going to do their best to make sure that our 2 heifers were not in the same class against each other. Well, that's exactly what ended up happening. And Emily beat Houston, and it is what it is. We started off with 2 heifers that were, one's a lot bigger than the other. Emily was a lot bigger. Commercial heifers typically show by weight. They didn't weigh them. Not blaming anybody, not even complaining. It showed when we went in the ring. We didn't put in near enough work with the heifers this year. We did what we could. But the kids weren't quite as interested as they were last year. But we still had the premium sale, which is in a couple days, the bonus auction. They both make it to that. Our county's small and everyone goes to the premium sale. So it's not over yet. But as you saw, we did not bring our heifers home tonight because I was not comfortable towing that trailer down our hill with cattle in it. You could see this is solid ice out here. So we took them to a friend's house, unloaded them there. They live literally 2 miles from the stock, where our county stock show is. So they're going to stay there for a couple days, and then we'll have the premium sale. We'll wrap this video up there, and I don't know. We're going to do something different next year. Probably not cattle, probably not show cows. A couple different options out there, but we'll see what the kids want to do. I'm not going to force them to do something they're not interested in. All right, well, it's been a couple days, and let me explain everything. As you can see, we've still got a solid sheet of ice on the ground. Today is the premium sale or bonus auction. And if you're not familiar with the way these county livestock shows work, this is a once a year annual thing. It's gone on forever. The annual premium sale or bonus auction, in a lot of counties, only the top certain tiers that place in the show, certain placings, make it to the premium sale or the bonus auction. We're in a very small county, so every kid makes it. And it's more of a fundraiser for the kids' project. So it's a huge community event. All the businesses come out, everybody comes out, and it's basically a donation to the kids. They go through the ring with their animal like an auction. They're bidding on the animal, but the animal stays with the kid. However, this year with the conditions, a lot of the main highways are cleared now, but a lot of the side roads where all the farms are at are a solid sheet of ice. So they made a decision, no animals are coming back for the premium sale. So it's just basically going to be the kids going through the ring and an auction. It's a little odd, a little different, but for safety purposes, so that not everyone's out pulling a trailer and animals possibly getting injured in accidents, slipping on the ice and stuff, because not snow, solid sheet of ice. The premium sale is going to look a little bit different. But we're headed there, and we'll bring you guys along.
We're going to try to walk through these things here, and like I said, these add-ons, if you've got add-ons, when we get through, get your hands in there. All right, on Kinsey here. She's Sulphur FFA Grand Champion Steer, Kinsey Atkinson. And $100 here. Ain't 500 where? Ain't 500. Get about 500. Get about 500. Get about 500. Somebody tell me. Ain't 500 where? 500. Get about $6. Get about $6. $100. 500. Get about $6. Get about $6. Ain't 500.
I'll give it a second here. Let me hold.
Hang on, I want to take pictures with her. Wait a minute. Bro.
I want to take a picture.
Bro. I'm standing up. Yeah, Mom.
Hi, Brooks. Here, let's get one of just y'all three.
Oh, she's
6 pack, 700. And 6 pack here. 700.
All of the breeds ever. All right, here we go. Emily Arms. And $100 here. I got 200. Going to be 2.5. 200. Going to be 2.5. Then that could be 2.5. 200. Going to be 2.5. And 200. Did you get 2.5? 200. 2.5. Get over to 300. And 2.5. Get over to 3. Get over to 3. All right, here we go. And 2.5. Going to be 200. Going to be 2.5. I'm 200. Going to be 2.5. Then going to be 2.5. Here to buy 200. Going to be 2.5. Then going to be 2.5. And 2.5. Get over to 3. Get over to 3. Get over to $300 amount. 2.5. Get over to 300.
Check out that service. That's friends right there. They've already got the heifers tied up for us.
You girls stink.
Welcome home, ladies. Oh, you want a kiss? Girls want out? Well, girls, welcome back home. I know it's been a long couple days, but y'all did all right, I guess. So there you have it. This year's Murray County Livestock Show is in the books. Did not go as well as what we had hoped. I think the kids learned a lot. We learned a lot as a family. This showing cattle is a lot of work, and it takes a lot of time, a lot of energy. And this year, we worked at it. Don't get me wrong, we worked at it. The kids put in a lot of time, they did their job, they did everything they could. It just wasn't enough. We come up short in the show ring, but we come up short in the show ring for multiple reasons. Yes, there were better cattle, but ours didn't act right. Straight up, pure and simple. Our 2 heifers here do just fine. Walk for us, lead for us, do whatever we need to do in the show ring. Of course, it was their only show. There was only out. We didn't hit any other shows like I was hoping we could do, hit some jackpots or something to get these 2 heifers at least familiar with the show ring and comfortable around other people and other animals. So many circumstances this year between the weather and shuffling and hustling and bustling and all the crazy chaos. Just kind of threw them off a little bit. But that's all right. So next year, I don't know if the kids are going to want to show cattle for next season, next show season. They're kind of talking about doing some different things. I'm all about it. I'm going to support my kids in whatever they want to do. Probably they were not near as excited showing cattle this year as they were last year. And it's hard. It's a lot of work. They're a big animal, and it takes a lot of time. So we may do something different, have a few other possibilities in the works of what we're going to do. But these 2 girls will be here for a little bit longer. Eventually they'll go back to my cousin's place and be bred as mama cows, because that's what their intended purpose was, and that's what they're going to go do. These are not butcher cows. These heifers are going to go live a long life in the pasture. But anyways, got all the chores done. Kids are all scattered. Emily and Weston went to basketball game. Houston went to stay at grandma's, so I came home, did the chores, put the animals up, put the heifers up, and yeah. Anyways, guys, that's all we got for today. I know these 2 show series videos from the livestock show were a little bit different, and it didn't turn out how we expected or how we hoped, I guess. It was brutal in the show ring. Things did not go right this year for them at this show, so it's okay. It's a good experience for the kids. They learned something. They learned if they're going to win, if they want to do something to win, they're going to have to work harder. And we'll get there. We'll get there. So, guys, that's all I've got for today. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Y'all have a great day. And as always, we'll see you on the next video.